Hello, and welcome back to TechnoPoverty. I'm Henry.
I'm Lux.
And it's Shin Megami Tuesday. We are back to playing SMT3 Nocturne, and Lux, we're going to talk about Derrida at some point?
Yes, I think this time the thing that I thought we were going to talk about last time will come up during the game.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's get right back into the game. We can start talking Derrida. We have I know we didn't talk much about him last time because we didn't want to talk about his concepts in spoiler relation to what was going on in the plot, but I think we can talk a bit about his background as we warm up here as a way to kind of avoid that. So I'm going to start the game audio.
Hello to Wiz. Shin me? No. Got me Tuesday.
Wow.
A classic and coherent sentence that everyone can understand.
Ooh, I'm jamming on this music for a moment.
I'm not getting the game audio in my headphones, I don't think.
You're not getting the game audio?
If you're hearing music, I'm not hearing music.
I am definitely getting music. Oh, you know what? Check your...
I was hearing it a second ago, too. That's weird. Oh, wait. Nope.
Chat, hang tight for a moment. The audio might get funky for a sec.
Hands and feet in the bird poop, baby. That's what we love.
No?
No? Still no music.
What? Oh, let me see.
That's so weird because it was just happening. Well, you figure that out. I can give some... Oh, here we go. I'm back.
The game got to a quiet part, but you know what?
Yeah, I'm hearing it now.
Cool.
But yeah, we can talk Derrida origins. A big thing with Derrida that I think about a lot.
Derrida origins.
Is that Derrida studied under Foucault in his sort of upcoming years. And was like oh yes, fuck yes, Orland system, I agree. But he studied under Foucault in his early years, and like basically, if I remember correctly, sort of was a student who was sort of like, well, I disagree with my teacher like on some fundamental questions of like power and language, how things work, and wrote a lot about how they disagreed.
Okay.
And so they just like never got along. They were like always a little at odds, even as they became part of like the same, they became part of similar but different philosophical movements, post-structuralism versus deconstructionism and stuff. But they were always a little at odds, which is, funny to me as someone who
was who as far as the post-structuralist and
Foucault's post-structuralist, and Derrida is like the king shit of deconstruction mountain.
That's how I'm familiar with Derrida. I have here on the desk on our table
Is that a copy of Grammatology?
It's in here. Grammatology's in here. This is the Norton Anthology of Theory and Criticism. I'm always telling the channel. The channel's always asking me what like my background in education is. I have a bachelor's in digital media production. I just read a lot. But this here book, Norton's Anthology of Theory and Criticism, you can find it at used bookstores pretty often. Like, students throw them out all the time when they're done with the class. But it's a pretty consistent history of criticism, like the art of criticism. Like, there's St. Augustine and Derrida, Foucault. It goes all the way to, like, Zizek, literally. Frederick Jameson's in here. It's excerpts or pieces or, essays. I think like the Walter Benjamin, The Age of Art, the work of
art in the Age of its Technological Reproduction.
Yeah, that's in there. Always worth, next time you're at a thrift store or a used bookstore, see if they have one if you're curious about that kind of thing. Grammatology's in there, so that's how I'm familiar with Derrida.
So Derrida, started out, and a lot of what he's famous for is deconstruction, which is a lot of sort of not philosophy of language in the super traditional sense, like it's not analytic philosophy of language stuff, which is, what that generally refers to, but is a little bit more about examining the historical and constructed origins of language and how the act of reading and speaking like interacts with the world around us, and with, you know, how the fact that someone is saying the words changes what the words do. Or
yeah, this is something I find interesting in the actual like just the focus in English of like double entendre, pun, sort of like the deceit of the language, both in how it very much steals just words wholesale or phrases or concepts from other languages in the superficial sense, but like it's so hard to pick up because there's a, you know, the way power will use tone or what's not being said to say things.
yeah, absolutely. And like in the context of what we're hoping to talk about today, assuming we get to the parts of the game I want to get to, he has a really good essay. I posted it in the Discord. About the mystic origins or the mystic history of justice, and that is it's a really good essay, really worth reading. In the TechnoPoverty Discord, can I share a link to the TechnoPoverty Discord in the chat? Is that a thing I know how to do?
Like access to the Discord, because that is like a Patreon thing.
Oh, it's a Patreon thing.
But you can send a link to the article, like in the chat.
I could definitely drop the article in here.
Yeah.
Or you can sign up for the Patreon and get in the Discord. I don't know how the Patreon
We have
pricing
one
works.
tier, it's $3 a month. We screen movies that are related to what we're playing and reading. Last weekend we watched Gangs of New York. Next weekend we're watching Tokyo Tribe. I'm just getting into random battles for the moment to take survey of like what I have on me, what my party is capable of. I'm getting re-familiar with
I'm
the
trying to remember where I
mechanics
put
of the
that
game.
damn link.
I don't think I was able to recruit these guys.
There it is.
Wing Buffet.
But there's the link to the there's a link to the Derrida thing. But yeah, to that end, do we know what they're weak to?
I do not.
To that end, though, there's a really good discussion of the linguistic origins and the function of justice. And one thing that, I will talk about a lot of stuff in there, but one thing that Derrida points out is this constant tension between justice as a thing that is enforced by power and by violence, and justice as the sort of like higher ideal, right? Like that there's like an ethical compulsion towards, or
Yeah, at what point are laws for the protection and sort of dignity of the people, and at what point are laws just rationalizations for murder?
It's even a
Or-
distinction that he draws between laws and justice, right? Like people talk about like unjust laws and shit all the time, right? And
Yes.
so, but also people talk about, you know, the law as the incarnation of, or manifestation of justice. And so there's that constant internal tension between the two concepts. Do we know where we're going right now?
I need to talk to the dude
Oh,
to
you're
go
gonna
to
Ginza.
Ginzo. I'm just kind of refamiliarizing myself with the battle system.
Word. Yeah, we're going to Ginza, that's right. But yeah, so like, this tension is interesting because even, and Derrida argues this in the piece, even like the more high-minded conception of justice, right? Like the idea of justice as some sort of metaphysical or a priori moral compulsion, what constitutes a moral position is often, you know, downstream from force and law and power in that way. And so there is this like really fascinating, I think, back and forth implicit in discussions of justice and how just frameworks are formed that I think we're going to start to see play out in this game. And the reason why I thought this game in particular was good for that is that we are going to be running around a post-apocalypse where all the social structures have died.
Yes, that's what's fascinating me about this, and that's what's kind of grabbed my attention and made me kind of confident this is going to be a good game. This is an RPG where the battle system is not a placeholder. It's not necessarily bad when the battle system is just there to kind of simulate, like, okay, there's encounters within this story, but the priorities are the story. But the addition of the conversation mechanics and the making pacts with party members, like in a micro level, you're rebuilding like a sense of like, what are these relationships?
Yeah.
What is this community?
I mean,
like, how will I lead this party, or what will I prioritize?
You even get more juice out of that in the context of like that there are different ways to talk to them, right? Like. You have guys who haggle, you have guys who seduce, you have guys who talk.
It's not just about hitting the talk button and doing the action.
Yeah, there's different approaches you can take to different characters that have different outcomes.
I was watching the Pixel Goblins playing Claire Obscura, the Expedition 33.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And it was fascinating to me how, again, that's a curated character piece, and you guys talked about this a bit there. Just the over-exaggeration or assumption in calling it like heavily JRPG or confusing like characteristics of like JRPG, CRPG, the old gamer discourse, you know?
Yeah, well, I think with that one, you want to check out that room on the far left, just the one you haven't explored yet.
Is this the Shadow?
That's the Cathedral Shadows.
Yeah, okay.
But then there's another one further down the hallway. But yeah, Expedition 33 is so good. But what's cool about it, or I mean, there's many things cool about it. One of the things that is cool about it is that it is like, it is just a character story that you get to view from an interactive perspective.
Yeah.
And that is like what people conflate with the JRPG as like a principle.
Yeah.
As opposed to like a CRPG or something, or even an ARPG, where you have a little bit more control over the choices your characters are making and stuff like that. But yeah, that game fucking rocks. But yeah, so the reason I want to do the Derrida thing with this game is that we're going to be running into a lot of people who are basically like, I'm remaking the world in the image that I think is good. And, oh no, so go turn around and go to the room that's like diagonal from where you are right now. Yeah, that one. Oh, well.
It's fine.
Good try.
I want more battles, although I think I don't need any of these dudes. I did like having the floaty dude, but I fused them up. Okay.
Yeah, in future SMT games, you'll have a registry where you can just pay for guys to come back who you've killed. I don't think they have that in this one.
Were these guys weak to electricity?
No, those guys like electricity.
Okay.
And now you've learned the devastating lesson that if your shit gets blocked, your whole turn ends. But if you block the other team's shit, their whole turn ends. They might not like, those big guys might not like fire, seeing as they're made of paper.
Smart. Ice and force damage. Oh. Nah, but it's pretty good for now.
I mean, yeah, you're right by a healing place, so it doesn't really matter. You know, just swing by there before we leave.
I was going to port out, but yeah.
Yeah, you should always hit the healing store on the way to the... I mean, it's probably worth it to hit the healing store on the way. You might as well try the fire thing to see if that's right.
Yep, weakness.
But yeah, like, it's a... What a... Jacob's here, and so is Barnabas, the dog. I'll prove it. See? I proved it. Here he is.
Everybody say hi to Barnabas.
Jacob, take it or leave it.
Yeah. The dog you gotta say hi to.
Good. To Hamels Mammal, great work on your patio. Congratulations. But yeah, the reason I want to do the Derrida thing here is that like we're gonna be running into a bunch of cats who are like, I'm making the world in the image that I think is good. and are appealing to these higher principles, but those principles still come from socially constructed power dynamics and historical contingencies and whatnot.
Okay, so the conversational and kind of cohesion of the in-group I'm creating will...
Well, and just like, what's the value of being a person is like socially constructed in a lot of ways. And so, see, like, even you got this guy, right? The shopkeeper has a power agenda. Go check the bottom of this.
Oh, just a straight up Magitama.
They have, yeah. These guys will sell Magitamas.
I want one.
And it's worth trying to pick up as many or all of them as you can.
Yeah, we have the money for it. Let's do it. I need my worms. For future reference, I could probably just tap one and like stack inventory.
Yeah.
Okay. So these guys are pretty much gonna be following me around, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna find guys. There's gonna be guys all over the place.
All right.
I do think that when you buy enough stuff from that guy, you maybe get a bonus, like a thing happens.
So when the place is green, shadows is the fusion place. So I do talk to the save point guy to transfer, right? He was the guy who was like, I
Yeah.
could take you to Ginza.
Yeah, so I think we want to kill these guys, heal up, and then go to Ginza.
It was fire damage that, yeah, because they are.
Fire, yeah, fire is for the guys in the middle. I think lightning might be good on these guys. And, I mean,
It
that
kills
just
them.
killed them,
Yeah, but yeah.
which is
fire.
good enough.
Excellent.
Nice.
Thank you, Jack Frost.
I'm not impressed.
Getting some skippy audio there.
Yeah, it was weird.
This is just straight up installed on the hard drive. It is not a disk or anything.
Word. Can I borrow the phone charger and plug my phone into it?
Go right for it, yeah.
Hell yeah.
We have cords aplenty here at TechnoPoverty.
Yeah, I have another charger in my backpack, but that would involve like getting up and going over there.
Everyone's so well. Thank you.
All right, yeah, now we can go talk to that guy and try and get to Ginza and get working.
Let's get working.
Because you were talking about wanting to talk about cruelty in gaming. Sorry to go behind the scenes of our conversation.
Yeah.
We know that. And I believe as we're going through Ginza, we should get to a spot that really...
I mean, you said last time you alluded to the game being mean. You said your father thought the game was kind of mean and cruel, but you went with it. And I find it interesting because you've also mentioned your dad liked Dark Souls 3 and plays tough games.
Yeah, he liked Dark Souls 3. He likes the lore and that stuff. I don't know if he ever actually ended up beating that game. But he's more of a hack and slash. Like, he likes Diablo, Path of Exile, that kind of stuff.
The more haptic, stabby, slicey. Yeah.
But I think this one was a little bit. I think this was a little bit too spooked out and a little bit too difficult.
Until then, stay alive. Here goes nothing.
But yeah, time to learn the Amala network.
And yeah, so just like the conversation is power and the word is power. That's also just like very like esoteric or Gnostic feeling with, the...
Oh, there's a lot of Gnostic shit in here for sure.
Very tetragrammaton.
Yeah, very much.
The Amala network.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Looks like you're still safe. It seems that the link failed and you fell into the Amala network.
So like an underworld?
The Amala network is exactly... If there's an entrance, there's always an exit. Just leave it to me. I'll get you out, so head toward Ginza.
All right. I am not, sir. Interesting.
Yeah, no, the remaster is really fun with stuff like the VO and some of the adjustments the game's made. Also the Raito stuff.
Okay, I get sent back. All right.
Yeah.
Is it as simple as left, right, left?
Yeah, he's a detective. He's got a cat for a friend.
Oh yeah, there's the talking cat guy. I'm looking forward to catching back up with that fella.
He shows up every once in a while.
Something's not right. You're not stuck, are you?
I think you seem a little stuck.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna be honest, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm starting to get it. Looks like the Amala network never stays the same shape. Demon or not, you're gonna have a hard time getting around.
Well, thanks for putting us in here,
If something else
dude.
happens, I'll help out any way I can.
This mysterious undernet. Okay, those look like fire, dude.
Yeah, oopie doopie, I accidentally put you in the middle of hell. I hope you're okay. I hope you don't mind.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah, that is good. And yeah, they're just punch downable now, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the MP. Although, I guess I should have tried talking to him. I think I tried to talk to a similar, well, this one might be talkable.
Yeah.
Different color.
Fowls and haunts are pretty hard to talk to.
Fowls and haunts, the types.
Yeah. Yeah, oopie doopie, sent you to hell, my fault, is a very funny situation to find yourself in. Oh, we love a bead.
Just the Ghost Network. Rocks.
You try seducing them. Oh yeah, you gotta get rid of the ones that aren't.
Oh no.
You gotta get them down to one. Oh boy. You got wind stuff? Let me go on a limb and say wind might be good here.
I know. I have the wing.
Or force, yeah. Force is the...
Cool.
So yeah, you should take one of them out and then talk to the other one.
Okay.
Does he have a talk thing? Nope. You can just pass.
No, shit.
Uh-oh.
I meant to go over to seduce.
Well, we're learning live, laugh, love, baby.
Sometimes you run away instead of, you know,
Sexually
re-engaging.
propositioning a rock man.
Yeah. Things were going good, y'all were chatting, and you just, for some reason, freaked out and ran off.
Seriously? Again? Hopefully the fix will be as smooth as last time. Hey, can you hear me? Say something. Damn it. The connection's unstable.
Oh, okay.
Sick. Things are going well. Oh, this guy you just punched to death, I think. I will say one general tip is when you can beat stuff without using MP,
Yeah.
do it, because MP is... They do not make MP recovery easy in these games, especially the further you get.
Yes.
Hey, no notes.
They were there. It's funny too because, you know, this is a Japanese-made role-playing game, but I do find the Cypher-like character to be more blank slate and less curated than, say, a Final Fantasy protagonist.
Yes.
But it is very Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy IV-like in the way the mechanics are the character of, like, the thing.
Yeah.
Go flap your gums over there.
Yeah, check the map. Okay. I just want to see how many more areas. We don't want to backtrack to that other stuff because this might be critical path.
Backtrack to
Because
that.
there's a door
Oh, yeah,
and a-
yeah, there's a branch that way.
I mean, that's another classic SMP and Persona thing is like,
Ooh. I do want to seduce this one. Eros, come on, buddy. Yeah. Oh. Aw, are we too weak?
oh, you can try punching him and talking to him with another guy. You can try talking to him with your main guy.
I should use right, not left.
Well,
I'm
guess
gonna keep trying. I'm gonna be persistent.
I guess he's not interested. You might have to just beat his ass.
Yeah, okay, he seems... Aww. I was worried that was gonna kill him too.
Well, I mean, killing him is not the worst because I don't think he's gonna be responsive.
Yeah, okay. I'll just reap him for experience points. Alright, this way. Oh hey. Sure.
Well, that's cool.
Down from the Amala network. Alright, let's try seducing this rock boy. Oh, okay.
Well,
see, he gave a clear no intention though, unlike the other guy.
yeah.
It really goes a long ways towards making it feel as if, you know, the monsters do have interiority. Again, seeing them
And why shouldn't
speak.
they?
Right.
Oh. What? Get lost.
Oh, thanks. Oh, okay. Not like I like you.
You promised not to. Yeah, not like I like you or anything. Yeah, I do love there is like a real, like you were saying, like Gnostic bent to this game that like there are these like demiurgical forces that are like dictating the entire universe.
Word and recognition. Yeah.
That just like live under Tokyo.
Because there's also, oh, this might be, did I just, okay.
Or like under, above, and behind Tokyo.
Under, above, and behind. Yeah, as above, so below. We're trying to get it all in order right now.
Yeah, and there is actually, as most of was a good point, it's like, there's kind of like a Manichaean thing going on here too, where it's like, all of these demons are like manifestations of like the world's power or whatever, but they're also just like guys. They're all just like, I'm hungry for a sandwich. You want to fight about it?
It's like, no, dude, we can cooperate and like find something cool we can find common cause. I mean, there's like going back to like the Tetragrammaton or like the True Name of God. There's like readings on that where it's like the first word. You know, the first time a proto-primate looked at another proto-primate and said like, hey man, and then in saying that other proto-primate heard that and recognized it and responded like, hey dude, like the mind-blowing moment of that being kind of like the let there be light or like, you know, the first word spoken, the Big Bang.
Yeah.
Just seeing that manifest in the way we converse with the enemies here.
Yeah, it was exactly the primal sup.
Yeah, the primal sup.
All right, what do we got on the map?
Oh
right
my
now? This is,
I'm sorry, that's a perfect phrase. God damn.
That's why Wiz is the best in the biz.
How many syllables is that? The perfect. Like, I'm like, is that phrase itself in some way the Tetragrammaton?
It's 4.
It's all packed in there. Yeah.
All right, so yeah.
Okay, yeah. My penchant for licking corners is.
Whoa!
Real
Yay!
Oh. Cool. Yeah. Everybody take a turn.
You have run into a situation, my man.
I'm glad that ghost that didn't want to be bothered healed me. Okay, so they increased their magic attack.
Yeah, I think whatever you got that hits as many targets as possible, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine.
That was good.
That's fire. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to... Those were the ones raising... Oh, yeah. We're going to do Ice Breath. You know we're doing Ice Breath. It's ice damage. Just want to make sure. I'm hoping this takes out 1 or 2 of them. Cool.
Nice.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
We're on. Oh, wait. Honestly, I haven't, like, I know you've pointed out that I've been in danger a few times. I don't feel like I've been in a critical moment in a fight, and maybe I'm just bad at eyeing the HP meters, or maybe it doesn't feel immediate to me when I'm low on HP in this game.
No, I mean, you haven't been in extreme Azoid danger yet.
I think that may be the case as well, yes.
But don't worry. Like, that's not, it'll happen.
Is it my high pixie that can heal? No.
No, I think Jack Frost is your healer.
Yeah. See, also it does call it slight, but like that did just top me off all those dudes. Except now, high pixie's low on MP, but that's okay because I've been using the wing buffet. I see what you mean by the yeah. If I'm not careful, I can really run into.
Yeah, because you get a fight like that and you're low on MP, and then all of a sudden
I have like full healthy boys, but like I can't really do anything on the elemental.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can't do like the.
I didn't look at the worms I bought from the dude.
Oh yeah, we should look at those.
RFK would be so pissed at me.
Hey, you can hear your voice.
I'm buying the blue dye, but I'm not drinking it.
Can you hear me? Answer me.
Yeah.
Good. Looks like you're in a spot that actually gets reception.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, Verizon, baby.
Let's do it this way. From now on, if anything happens, let's meet up in stable places like the one you're in right now.
Okay. Sure.
You're stuck, huh? Just
When
like
you're in
I said.
danger, go to a safe space. Like, yes. Agreed.
These fucking snowflake demons and their safe spaces.
Okay. Stairwell open. Thank you.
Damn. Looks like communications getting bad here too.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
meet up in another stable place. Okay?
Go back to that stairwell.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah,
And you can
right
go by
there.
and you can go by the healer on the way, which is nice.
Actually, I have a hypothesis. If I just do this and reset,
Nice.
yeah.
Speedrunner.
Then yeah, I'm gonna get probably an encounter around here. Nope, I got to the heal guy. Is it just HP though?
I don't know. Nope.
Cool. Sometimes they trick you.
Yeah. I think.
I'm just gonna
wait.
Oh. Yeah, sure, buddy. He's edging up to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, get in there.
You know, I was just going down the hall and I saw him there edging, and I was like, "You want to join?"
That's a good get because I think haunts are hard to get. But I think,
Yeah. I was about to say before that happened, I was like, "All right, I'm just gonna wail on this guy." So
yeah, haunts are hard to get, but they.
he recognized my animal confidence.
That's true. Yeah, your alpha energy, but they fuse well with stuff.
Okay. I like all my party members right now, but I'm gonna look at his stats. I'm also gonna look at those worms, the megatons.
I just gotta say, I do respect how tube-centric this game is. You know?
Tube-centric? Oh yeah,
You're just seeing a lot of tubes.
I am seeing a lot of tubes. Wait, which one was he? Is he
Mario.
Mario.
But if you go cancel,
Global damage.
if you're in a party. No, wait, that's not it. Which is it? Go back. Stats. Stats is where you want to go. And then click on him.
Okay. I'm curious about the toxic sting and the Polipina. I wasn't very impressed with the little of Datsuba I was using, but he may have displaced later. We will see. Or he can be fused.
Or just use them.
Yeah, that element of...
That's the secret of this game, is that they're all just grist for the mill. You can just fucking keep throwing them in there.
I'm a big romantic about oh yeah, I'm collecting dudes and we're forming a coalition of hope for the future. But no, yeah, they're just for my mill. I'm just gonna grind them all up into ultra demons to help me, I don't know, tame the wasteland. We'll find out what the plot is, gang, as we continue. Will I keep trying to turn this into an optimistic bent, or will I just become a slave driver? Let's see.
I know that there are ways to play the later games that do a lot more hanging on to your guys.
Are they relatively disposable compared to something, say, more 2020-ish?
Even Persona 5, they're
You still can't.
even
just,
Persona 5, they're
drag
sort of
monsters
you're still just
phase.
throwing them away. But I think that there's more ways to Persona 5. I think it's P5 has a function where you can execute a persona and give it stats to a different guy.
Actual ritual sacrifice?
Yeah, you put them in a chair.
Do they get a last dinner?
Yeah, they don't like it.
Am I over assuming sophistication in that if maybe I kill monsters in front of this guy, he'll recognize how strong and
I don't know.
powerful I am?
These games have so many fucking hidden systems, which is why they're so good, but also they're hidden, so I don't know.
Okay. He's probably resistant to that. Oh, no, just regular damage.
Oops.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. It is very...
Oh man, the first time I found out Tales of Symphonia had a hidden relationship system that there's no menu to track it. It's just when you get to certain parts in the story, if you've been doing certain choice favor things,
Yeah.
certain characters.
Tell me something good.
Yeah. Oh? Whoa, that's a lot of them. Wait, emotions have physical form? What?
Yeah, the emotion, the feelings translate into psychic energy that is then utilized by demons for power.
It's gonna be a reset hall, isn't it? Yep. Okay.
It's gonna check every corner though.
Yeah. And it hasn't been such a huge run back yet as to be annoying.
Yeah, I think we will get to parts where it's a little bit higher risk, but
I
like
feel like I'm in like training wheels mode or confidence mode still. Which
I think we are.
I
But
realized I was like, oh yeah, I'm still being very frivolous with my NP. Careful not to get picked on. So demons will just like hop in for a main line.
they'll grab their like little tin cup and dip it in the river.
Little Magatsuki fix. Ooh. Dodge.
Oh, this guy's easily defeated.
Bad news, buddy.
Ow! How could you punch me, a ghost, to death?
So Lux, earlier when we were talking about Derrida and I talked about grammatology being my familiarism, one time when I mentioned that to a roommate, they got borderline violent at the mention of grammatology. They didn't like it as a work, and I was wondering if there's like some sort of beef people have
I mean,
with Derrida.
the big beef, I mean, there's a couple big beefs with it. I think we're just playing on normal difficulty.
Yeah, so I don't remember if there was a difficulty toggle, so we're playing on whatever default or normal would be. I think it is normal. Also, that was just...
What other directions are there?
Oops.
Is there anywhere we haven't gone?
No, I was going back. I need to go up the elevator thing. That was the one he opened up to, remember? Or when there was the
Oh, yeah,
last
but there's also
invasion.
another path.
Where? Oh, right. Okay, I'll go back that way. I have to go back that way.
But yeah, I mean, grammatology has a few things working for and against it, I think. Like, it's obvious, you know, any critique of writing and reading that's written in a book is like gonna be self-implicative
Yeah.
at a certain point, and you know, people hate when stuff is self-implicative, even if it's aware. Everyone gets mad about that. Very
Being too meta.
well. Also, it's very, you know, Wisecrack has ads.
Right. Oh, hey, cool.
It's good to know you're alive. Guess you didn't become a demon for nothing.
We love a Mary Sue, don't we, folks?
A Shin Megami Tensei.
Wait a
Yeah, I don't know if I would qualify. I don't think I make that judgment call yet, but I don't feel like this protagonist is a Mary Sue. We'll see.
Oh yeah, there's something you should know. It seems that someone's trying to intercept my communication with you. Might be an enemy. Be careful. Looks like it's getting unsafe up here too. We'll talk.
This MF just cannot get service anywhere.
It was what, 2002?
Yeah,
we
that's true.
We didn't have the 5G.
Yeah, we didn't have chips.
We had to manually put the worms in our brain. Speaking of.
Oh yeah, so we got.
In part support, I actually want that a lot. I want support. Nullifies mind, okay.
Oh, interesting. What about fire though?
I do have the fire fairy on me right now, but fire is an appealing elemental force.
Yeah, it's the coolest one in my opinion.
Mr. Ooze has what, physical?
But yeah, so like with grammatology, anything that's like, you know, writing about writing is always gonna be self-implicative a little bit. Also, it's like preposterously dense. Oh, hello.
What is that? It's a face. Let's seduce it. Aww. Maybe just talk to it.
It not only doesn't understand being horny, it also doesn't understand regular talking.
Appeal to the libidinal and then the logical. neither check out. Guess we gotta kill it.
You know
I
what?
do wonder, because I'm getting the mode now that I have recruited a Huapo. When we see Huapos in battle, I'm just thinking like, oh, just kill it. And I'm wondering what that's telling me about, you know, my alleged ethos of like, oh yeah, inclusive coalition building by recruiting demons.
You might want to throw
But
some
then-
magic at this bad boy.
I don't know its weakness size.
Oh, not that magic, I
not
guess.
Fire, okay.
Oh, there goes Huapo.
Uh-oh. Well, does that.
That's much better than what you were doing.
Okay, just no fire. Did he just blow out the Huapo?
Yeah, Zan, I think Zan is good. Oh, or heal.
That did surprisingly little for something called Berserk. Okay. Nice. He looked silly, but I underestimated him because of such.
Check to see what Huapo's up to in your...
Oh yeah, my menu. Oh, do I have to like re-summon him or?
I think they're just out for now. We could summon someone else.
Let's try that.
Yeah, it is just... Wiz, you're right. That is just like Jar Jar. A silly looking guy underestimated for being silly.
Yeah, I'm just saying if the Galactic Republic was getting to the point where like Jar Jar could become an elected official, is it worth it?
Henry, you're just repeating the same mistake you just made in this game.
What?
You're like, Jar Jar's silly, so he lacks power. But you just thought that Haunt was silly, and it killed Huapo.
Yeah.
Never, you know.
Okay, so there's that. Dang, which elevator do I take? There's 2 stairwells.
Well, you gotta find the one that had all the chests in front of it.
Uh-oh.
Or is that everything? That one goes down. Interesting.
Yeah, one goes... Those are the 2 elevators, and then there's the exclamation point, which was the communication spot, which he used to open the things.
Yeah, but what does the down one take you to?
Is the down one the north one? Because they both look like up arrows to me.
No, the down one's one next to you.
Oh, that's where I came from. There? That one?
Yeah, is that where you came from? I thought we
Yeah.
just found that, didn't we?
No, we found that one right there and that one down there. These 2.
Interesting. Check the down one just for my edification to see. I just want to see where it takes you.
Yeah, they're both, yeah. Oh, man.
I just want to see if you go down the down one, if that takes you to that room full of treasure.
Same. I would like to find a room full of treasure.
Yeah, and that I think, because I think the treasure one, if I recall from just the clips, had an upstairs in it. So I'm wondering if this down will take you down into that room where you can get the treasure, then you come back up, and then you leave through those other ones.
Yeah.
Oh, big XP.
Yeah. I feel like the general experience grind I'm getting. So I have like the Cool. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn it!
I think you have a spell to fix that.
I'm pretty sure I have an item.
I think you have a spell. I think Pixie has a spell.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. I was like, there's some.
But yeah, go hit that down one just in case. I just want to see if I'm right about this. And if I'm totally wrong, we wasted 30 seconds.
If there's an encounter, I get XP.
Also true. Then open the... no, I was wrong.
See, yeah.
Yeah, all right, back up we go. But yeah, this is like one of the Shin Megami Tensei / Persona like sort of core gameplay propositions. Is
I feel once you're done with like the puzzle of recruiting like local area enemies, once you know what you do and don't have, it becomes a relative like speed run to get through the fights, because since you're prioritizing not spending MP, it compresses the time you're spending in battle in a way that makes it manageable once you're like, okay, I'm done with this area, let's just speed
Well, there's
through it.
that, which is true, but also an important additional part of this is that that like
The maps
do get consistently more confusing. But is that like you want to dig around and look for cool stuff?
Yeah. Well, like, yeah,
But
that's something.
The longer you spend in these dungeons looking for cool stuff, the more time you spend in danger.
Yeah. I feel it's not like, so like in an old NES RPG, that would be incidental or accidental because of, space limitations, needing to pad for time. But it feels like, this is a very NES style, like level design dungeon crawl, but it is contained and restrained and pulled back on the, it's the third one of the series. They know what they're doing by now. It's much more focused. Go right for sure. Oops. I should learn to keep my big yap shut.
Are you gonna listen to that little freak?
I was on my way left and liking what I was seeing. I feel at worst it's just gonna reset me. If not, I don't know. There might be a boss there. We'll see. Until then, though.
Things are going A-okay.
Yeah, what up, Arash Mickey?
We're working our way through another dungeon.
The underground.
Another dungeon I forgot about on my way to the philosophically intriguing parts of this game.
Something funny happened on the way to the philosophically interesting parts of this game.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of philosophically interesting things in here too. The weaponization or monetization of emotion and the dynamics of. Oh.
So you're finally here. The exit is close to where you are.
Oh, okay. Maybe I should go back up and through that other stairwell.
Well, we should.
Something's interfering. Hey, can you hear me?
I'm gonna have to fight. Oh shit. You should crowd you in the way. Blur. Yeah, sure. I'm sure we can find a mutually beneficial eating situation, but also...
It's funny that this guy was like, "You want to kill me?" And you were just like, "Yes." All right, time to bust out those group attacks.
I guess I could have... Now I am wondering, like, should I have just tried to say no and, like, negotiate with him?
I mean, I think... Ooh, shit. Try punching, see what physical stuff does to them. Better than the spells. Ooh, maybe Secunda would help just to maybe buy you some
dodges.
Yeah, dodges will take their ticks down. I think punching is your move. Well, maybe try spells. Well,
That one did Jutsu Ha last time, did it? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're okay with wind and ice, so I think attacking with these guys is good. Just punching, because you're not gonna get a weakness thing with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you have any weaknesses, so it might just be punch time.
My HP's good. I kind of want to hit him with Secunda again. Nice. Excellent. Exactly.
Yeah, now you go punch crazy.
Yeah, the punches are... Oh? Does this reset the Secunda? Is my
No idea.
What is that noise? Is that Barney drinking? Foul havoc.
Yeah, you might want to pop that Secunda again.
Do I have enough MP?
You could Zia, but yeah, specific die turn need to eat your brain. That'll leave you enough to heal one, so you can start healing with him now.
Oh yeah, okay. Fuck it.
Well, you could have
I can heal Jack Frost himself. Yeah.
yeah. You could use you could have your guy use an item.
I thought I had a. Oh yeah. Just the main guy can use
Yeah.
items, right? Okay.
At least one of those missed, so you only get the one turn. There you go.
Nice.
Whew.
Very nice. Ooh, now I learned Secunda. I already like my HP buff, so I'm feeling okay there. I kind of keep going on this magic track.
If you want to keep doing magic stuff, you should put the ice one back on because it was about to give you the mana boost skill.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, why not?
Oh no.
Oh, wait,
It
which...
got rid of lightning for some mind control spell, which is fine. But it just means you don't have a lightning guy right now.
Mabufu. You know what? We're gonna let it ride.
Oh, that's good though.
Medea?
That
Okay,
heals
that's the upgraded one,
that
right?
heals everyone?
Dia to Medea? Yeah.
So it's Dia, Diorama, and Diarahan.
He hold on to it? Oh, you're adorable, little guy. Thank you for helping me with my quest to slaughter.
I think are the 3 spells. And then, so if it's the Mez in front of it, then you get it. Then it hits everyone. So it's still the same spell, but instead of targeting one person, it targets your whole party.
One day I'm gonna eat you. Okay, but can you let me just... Okay.
Right. Looks like everything. Hey, you okay?
Hey, Sporlock.
Yeah.
See. You're getting used to being a demon, aren't you?
Aren't you a little buddy?
Kinda loving the slaughter,
Open
yeah.
the door. Hang on.
Cool. Alright, but there's still dungeon to crawl, is the thing.
If you go through the path I opened, you should reach Ginza safely. You did take a slight detour, but hey, at least you're there. Nice work. Now let's hurry on.
Alright, definitely pop some items to heal up.
Yes, yes.
And then we can keep exploring the zone. I would use the medicines.
I'll be frivolous. Oh, I have 6A.
Oh yeah, I would hang on to those.
Not bad. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, because MP recovery is rarer.
I'm noticing how many HP and ailment items I have compared to MP ones.
Yeah.
Okay, I was talking big game about magic track, but okay.
So if you go to the next spell that was going to give you, the next skill that was going to give you is mana boost or mana bonus, which will just have the same thing as life bonus. Will just give your MP a big punch up.
Yeah,
which seems worth it.
It does make me weak to electricity. I'll just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
We haven't been fighting electric things in here. We've been fighting rock and wind monsters.
And then, once you get the mana boost, you might want to throw the fire one on so you can get the fire spells. But
oh, that's a pretty hefty magic boost there too.
But yeah, that's not for yet. You don't need that one yet. But getting life bonus and mana bonus early is good because then you just are. All your stats are just buffed.
Okay, cool. And Huapo is still out, I'm noticing. Okay. I'm pretty recovered. Let's
do some.
Oh, can I not go back?
Oh, interesting.
Or can I go around? Let's see. So that's the exit. Let's see if this like circles back or something. Oh, you know what?
Interesting.
Does this go back? Yeah.
And then you can go around the other stairs? Cool. Hell yeah, good idea.
Well, the thing is, so...
I don't think the reset is going to help you. I think you gotta do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do need to go back there. Okay. I was like, I think everything might be on this side with that other branch, but no, yeah, let's... I am now super buff because of that boss. Dang. These guys again.
Well,
Inflict bind, cure snow, all foes defense. Random foes, stun. Cool. I'm riding high on being the boss. I'm like, okay. I'm diving back in. I'm a higher level than I was already fighting these guys. Just wait. Okay, cool. I was like, I don't like the name of Death Touch.
yeah, it's not as scary a spell as it sounds.
Yeah, I always felt those kind of spells were, I'd stay away like from the death spells and stuff in Final Fantasy because I was like, it's too good to work with any frequency.
There are insta-kill spells.
Yeah. Later when revisiting those games as an adult, I was like, oh, you can use this in like interesting ways to like turn on someone to like a zombie, throw a phoenix down at them. Like it wasn't just about like casting the spell and yeah. The more sophisticated than you realize meta. Low MP, don't really want to. I'm a little curious about this game's autoplay, but like I don't want it to like burn through MP. Like, does it play just like with best ideas in mind, or
No, I think it's just punch.
just punches? Cool. Now we can still go that way maybe? Or maybe it's a dead end now. I'll check in a moment. On the
Yeah, let's
way
go see what we
back.
got over here first.
Go straight real quick. as I suspected. Where does it send me? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, there are cool insta-kill spells in these games. But some of them also are annoying to use, as insta-kill spells are in all games. Because it's like, sometimes it'll kill everyone, and sometimes it does absolutely nothing, and you've wasted your turn.
Sometimes it's like purely dependent on like enemy level. Whoa, this is a interesting
New zone.
architectural feature.
Well,
that I
you're
can't
stuck
go
over here,
back
so
from.
let's see what we've discovered. Ha! That's that secret treasure room I was talking about.
Cool, cool, cool. Knowing
You can also try talking to them again now that
you're higher level.
you're higher level.
Yeah. It was a matter of us being weak. Okay. No intention.
Nope.
There we go. Thank you, Jack Frost.
Thanks, Jack Frost. Oh yeah.
You know it. A Mazan Rock. What's that one?
It'll cast Mazan once, which is the force spell that hits all enemies.
Okay. Noted. There's magic. Yeah. You can use spells through
Get that
items.
get that firebox first, because you want to open that when the moon is as full as possible. To the point where you might even want to just run in a circle in here.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I thought it was
But
me.
you might just want to run around in here until the
Till the moon changes?
Oh, don't leave.
Does that make it too far?
You went too far and I have to go all the way back around.
It's okay. This is the elevator we wanted to be by. Yeah, and there's still that area there. So, cool.
I hope that wall's not still there when we go back.
I hope so as well. So, okay,
That would be so frustrating if we locked ourselves out of the moon chest because we left the room before without getting it, and you only get one shot at that. That'd be a good little cruelty in gaming moment for our conversation.
hey, another one of these guys.
Yeah, these guys you want to hit with magic, remember?
Force magic.
He is Zantoon. She's low on MP, so
Yeah,
she might have to punch. Oh.
Hell yeah. Ah.
He got your ass.
Well, now he's gonna die.
Well, then you just punch him again. And then you have that win. You can just punch him again with him, and then. There you go.
Is it a circle?
Well, there's one other way to go.
Yeah, let's see. Again with the stone gaze.
Yeah, but now you know what it is. Just punch with the pixie, punch with Mr. Ooze, and then Zahn with Frost and Murio.
Zen Zen. Miss. Come on, man. Come on, man. Alright.
It does look kind of like a dang Path of Exile orb.
Does the moon change phases in battle? I haven't paid attention to everything that like makes it shift. I almost forgot about it as a mechanic until you mentioned it with the chest. Gotta watch out for them dangle orbs. Nice. He learns trade.
Wow.
And he wants to learn Ice Breath, I think? Or is that what that means?
That's the
Oh, wait,
next
no,
one?
no. He gives me so much stuff.
Float ball.
Yeah. Thank you. That was just a reset. Okay.
Okay, so now try and go to that wall and see if it's still there.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
You said fuck that.
Yeah. Is retreat always guaranteed?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we're here. Cool.
Okay, cool. Now get over there, and then hopefully the moon will get to 8 out of 8 by the time you get to it. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's going down. Oh, shit, we went too far. Now it's waning.
I won't leave the room this time.
Come on.
Well,
I'm gonna
dude,
try fighting these guys, see if you can get through. I mean, I bet you can get through this one pretty safely.
do I have to step for the moon to go, or can I just stand there?
I think you have to do steps for time to pass.
Okay.
All right, so I'd punch the air guy, and I'd zam the floating head man. Oh.
He's not healing his friend, though. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if we can survive this moon cycle.
I mean, you might want to buff your strength. It's naturally pretty low. And
we
then
got
bang,
that
mana bonus.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, okay. This is gonna be an odyssey.
Just gotta do that. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm getting some pretty dense. I haven't failed a retreat yet, is the thing.
I think. Okay, you might just want to do this fight. You can just auto this one probably.
Nice.
Hell yeah, Pixie. I already have one of you guys.
You know what? I do maybe want to fuse him.
Well, that just lets him go.
He thinks he's just gonna hang with it. Oh, I'll just let him go.
Yeah, but you got $80.
I will
Alright,
be
well,
much
as
more
annoying-
considerate as the moon phases, but yes. It's a new moon. Oh no, my immaculate encounter ratio is now flooded with runs. Don't let the Pope.
No, my-
Don't let the gaming Pope know.
But now, you just auto these guys, because you can smoke these dudes and skip the
Those
XP.
are pretty basic. I do like how sped up it is. There's like this
Yeah, the auto is so fun. The auto is
so.
so funny. Once we get this, and we can go over to Ginza, and then we'll be at about break time, and then we can take our little break, and then we can do the Ginza stuff, and hopefully we'll get. But see, this is a good example of like these games. Just like, yeah, you can auto this guy too, probably.
This gets at something. The design of this does get at something with just. It is an NES game, and I don't mean that in a derogatory manner. I mean that in like NES games were good. Like they're like, you know, if you knew how to like make an articulate one, like people still play them for a reason.
It's really well thought out, and it also like it's punishing in a similar way to. I mean, this is so fucking hack to say, but it's true. It's punishing in a similar way to like a Souls game, in that like, okay, now open it.
Yeah.
That like it punishes you for
Not reading.
not doing the things that it's telling you to do. Oh, that's such a better thing than anything we've ever gotten.
B chain times 1.
I believe that full heals everyone.
Oh yeah. Okay. Pocket that, and I think we licked every corner.
Yeah, I think so.
Like,
So then,
except like there's a branch right near the end. We didn't, but we can do that. Yeah, I'm just running. Okay, cool. You can fail them. I was just on a streak. All right.
all right, well now you got to start.
I got to deal with you, or I can try running again.
Well, that or you got to start attacking, casting Zan. Nope.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, well I would get the fuck up out of here.
Who has?
Oh, it doesn't have enough MP for Media right now. That would be a good time for it too. You could just use a medicine on each of your kind of injured guys and probably be fine.
Yeah. All right, just go back up to that. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to go to the top one? Henry, where do you get the expression licking the corners? Asked Arash Mahib.
I'm trying to think of when I started using it because I don't know where I came from specifically. I have a friend who I know has used it in reference to like checking off all the boxes in gaming as well. I have at least 2 friends that also use it. It may be something me and my high school friends kind of like develop in their own personal vernacular. The earliest application I can think of for it is like Resident Evil games because in like survival horror games when I was a little kid and I didn't know what else to do if I was all out of ideas as far as like how to solve a puzzle, I would just, you know, start running the character along the seams of the wall while mushing like the examine button to see if there are like any switches or anything I missed. Alright, what am I doing with these guys?
You're going to punch the rock guys
Yeah.
and Zan the
big guy.
the big guy.
I mean, I can think of like maybe in. I'm thinking of like in pop culture, like similar phrases. I'm thinking of like, you know, eating popsicle sticks or whatever, you know, licking the whole stick. I'm like, was there a TV show or something that said a phrase that we just then adapted into our own thing? I'm like so almost empty.
That
now.
should kill this guy.
Yeah.
And then you just go punch mode on this guy. Yeah, and then you just go punch mode on the last guy. I do love how the auto combat looks like in an anime combat montage.
Right. The hard cut from attack to attack to attack. Like
Yeah,
that's
or it's just
where,
like punch, punch, punch.
this way, and then I'm gonna go left. And that should get me there. Yeah, Resident Evil and Silent Hill 2 are where I can think of like the actual behavior I'd refer to as licking the corners is the most extreme.
Damn, this dungeon has gotten more aggressive.
Glad I'm on the way out. Oh, but the allure.
Yeah, I mean, it might be worth poking around to see if we can find.
Well, one of those hallways is the exit, so the other one's either a reset or a dead end. Let's see. Yeah, there's a door here. Maybe it's a heal? Let's see.
There's a Hall of Records to save.
Okay.
So we could have saved before the boss, in theory.
In theory. But in practice...
Nope. In practice, we checked the rooms in the wrong order, which we've done. We've had it done a couple times.
Well, you know what? We're stronger for it.
Yeah.
In a very literal sense.
Builds character. Oh, and there's a heal. This was definitely the
Ghost.
before you go see the boss or after you see the boss, check out room, and we were just like, fuck that.
So if I'd said no to that guy's initial proposal, would I have just been spat back out into the hallway and then like maybe like the intent is like find these things and it's like, see, there you are, you can choose to engage the boss when you want, here's a heal room, here's a save room.
Probably. And I think it's probably also like,
yeah, I'm doing it. I'm killing him.
Yeah,
I want the XP. I'm all fully healed. The room's right there. I'm gonna, yeah.
I think it's also a like, you're
Sorry,
about to get to the next.
You fell within the iron sights of my pursuit of power, and you must fall.
Yeah, I do think it also is probably at least a little bit like you're about to get to the next area. So you probably want to get juiced up for what is to come.
Feed my worms.
Oof. Well, you should be able to take that guy out regardless, because you get the 2 shots. Thanks to weakness.
Wham. Wham. Oh, okay. No, not the second one. I want the second one, though. I want to revel in the destruction of my enemies. Okay.
So you either go back and heal, or we can just leave.
I'm just gonna leave.
Or are you? I mean, this you, yeah.
Yeah.
It is so funny. See ya.
Yeah, the little boost of confidence in seeing them miss and just knowing you're gonna retaliate. It's great. It's a great.
Cool.
It's a great. Oh, cool.
This is a friendly and accommodating looking space. Yeah.
Unexpected. Yes.
Maybe go check out that big tree.
You know what?
You gotta look in the
Yeah.
hole.
What else am I doing here if not peeping holes? Whoa. Did I? What is this, Eraserhead? Am I looking in the radiator? In heaven, everything is fine.
The Shin Megami pee. Yeah, it's true.
Right, I saw this dude earlier as well. He knows I'm peeping.
You have come at last.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I knew that fate would bring you here. This is the farthest region of Amala. Humans call it the Netherworld.
Okay. Just the Netherworld?
I am sure you are already aware, but many formidable demons lurk in this dark land.
Yeah, I noticed that actually.
Yeah.
This place is home to those who are cast down by God. the day when they can fly once again.
So we're like outside the spherical world, right? Or like if we were on the inside of the basketball, are we on the flip side outside basketball now?
Yeah, I
You
think
know
so.
The power of a demon.
Mr. Ooze, that's me.
You are
Sporlock
still
ooze.
weak, unable to withstand the flow of Magatsuhi and Amala. You may be wondering how it is you've arrived here, and if you are in danger. But do not fear. We will send you to your original destination.
Thank you. It's very kind of you down here in the netherworld.
It is time for you to return to Tokyo.
I quite actually am peeping through the hole.
There is nothing you can accomplish here right now. At this point, you still lack the strength.
Damn.
However, allow me to leave you with this. It is a special candelabrum known as a menorah.
Yeah, I was waiting
Should
for
you lose
this.
your way on your quest for power, the menorah will light your path.
Tight. The menorah of sovereignty. Okay, okay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
With that, I will send you to Ginza. We shall meet again, if fate so desires.
So the menorah, does it point me towards things, or do I need to get it lit up? Or is it Shadow of the Colossus where I pull it out and it points me beacon-wise towards where I need to go?
I think its function reveals itself pretty quickly,
Okay.
or at least relatively quickly.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, if we could get the spear of the Lance of Longinus to go with our menorah of sovereignty, we'd really be cooking.
You had me worried there. Flipping off the radar like that. For a moment, thought you got lost in the Amala network for good.
No, I just had to deal with faces.
I'm gonna stick my head in a scary tree.
Now remember, your goal is to get to Takawa. You should find some leads in Ginza. I imagine the demons might be tougher out there, but I'm sure you can take them. I'm not exactly cut out for fighting, so I'll track down Takawa some other way. I'm sure we'll meet again, though, since we're both after the same thing.
Kakawa's the bad guy, right?
All right. Stay alive out there.
We gotta find him because he initiated instrumentality.
I think that the menorah is just one of nearly infinite Old Testament and Judeo-Christian symbolism references they throw in here to play with the Gnostic themes and the like.
Yeah, I've been actually meaning to do more research on this in Japanese fantasy and fantasy storytelling because like this kind of stuff pops up in Shin Megami Tensei, in Final Fantasy. Just the Dungeons and Dragification of like what may be seen as more like sacred imagery in America or in like European like religions. But it's all having fun with it. It's a great referential grab bag. It's why, I don't know, it's why like, you know, for instance, the way Neon Genesis Evangelion is riffing on Christian kind of symbolism and Gnostic ideas, like it both isn't that deep, but it is. Well, we can talk more about that later, but it is 4:30 right now, Lux.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the need for a stretch. Let's take a break for a moment.
So we'll take
Everybody,
a quick break. I'll grab a cigarette. Henry will stretch.
smoke them if you got them. Rehydrate.
I might Google Christian imagery SMT and see if anyone has written about this.
Yeah, because I mean, even again, because it comes up in Final Fantasy, you know, in GE, there's there's manga as well that just has a lot of fun with you know, stuff like Jesus and Buddha being roommates and such. So, you know, has a lot to do probably with like, you know, the history of like the attempts by Catholics and such to get into Japan. You know, but Shintoism wins. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back. It is 4:32. We'll be back about 4:45. Until then, y'all take care.